Hi, hello, my friends. Welcome again. This is your girl, African Rural Girl. I am Emma. Welcome you again to this vlog. Welcome, my subscribers. Welcome, and thank you for coming back again. Thank you for coming back. And the new subscribers, I welcome you. The new viewers, welcome to this channel. I am Emma. It's my channel. And I'm here today to say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. Here is Emma with a story. You know, I love stories because we learn from stories. Today, yes, today. You see my eyes almost tearing off? I'm almost tearing. Yes. So, see outside there? It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day, and weeds are growing everywhere, like in the yard. I'm sitting here. This is not my house. This is where I just hold my day offs. So that was a disclaimer. So my friends, I'm here, and what a day! What a day! So what happened is today was my day off, right? So I decided, I was like, I have a whole day here. I slept too late, almost 11. Don't do that. Don't sleep. Don't stay too late. So I slept to almost 11. And then I woke up and I was like, oh God, I have a couple hours and I don't want to stay indoors. Outside is sunny, it's beautiful, it's warm. And I'm like, okay, let me see if I can drive around here and enjoy this scenery. See the cactus out there? So I was like, let me go see these cactus out in the desert by the mountain. So I was like, let me go. Here I go, just like this, with my little African head scarf here. And I drove, right? I drove peacefully over 10 miles. When I got to almost my 20th mile, things started changing, you know. I was off into the interior part of the place that I am in, and I passed one truck. You know what I mean? I passed it. It was parked on the side of the road. And inside my mind, yes, you know, God has created us in such a way that you almost know what's going to happen. So inside my mind, I'm like, oh, that truck there, actually the Border Patrol truck, was kind of looking at me so suspiciously. And myself here, I'm enjoying the scenery, right? I don't even have my camera on. I don't have my GoPro on. I'm just like using my two eyes to just enjoy the beauty. I mean, the vast land that's, it's just there. And I'm like, oh God, there's a lot of people here. And my mind just ran back home, and I'm like, back home, people are so squeezed everywhere. There's no space. And in my mind, I'm looking through and I'm like, oh Lord, look at all this land. Yes, it's a desert, but you know what? You drill down there, you get water. And we can live here. So once in a while, as I drive, they could pop up a small house, like a hut, in between the cactus and the shrubs. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh God, I mean, God, you've created it. Let people come and live here. This is not our land. This is a reservation. Yes. So I kept driving, and in my mind, something told me like, that border patrol or that is paging somebody. Do we say paging? Radio calling another officer that there's a suspicious girl, African American girl, driving a car which doesn't belong to this state, and she looks very suspicious because she's driving very slowly and she's looking around the bushes like, you know what I mean. You know it. You know what I mean. So I kept on driving and driving and driving, and then I looked at my back mirror and I see a truck following me. So this thing inside me also is still talking to me and telling me, oh God, you're being suspicious here. Drive a little faster and find somewhere where you can make a U-turn. And in me too, also something was telling me, you need to stop and turn around and go back. Because I didn't There's no way. There's no connection. I couldn't even call anybody. There's no GPS. The road is going to nowhere. It's going somewhere where people go, but not me. So I sped a little bit to the speed limit of the road, which was 55 miles an hour. And earlier on, I was going 40 because I was enjoying, my windows were down. I was enjoying the scenery and the cool air. So I sped a little bit to 55 miles an hour. And when I pressed my gas pedal, look back, this guy is pressing again. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in it now. And it's not the same one who was by the side of the road. This is a different truck. So we go. And then another truck, which was just a private truck, also passed me, like overtook me and went by. And this other guy kept following me. In my mind, I knew he was running my tag. So anyway, I reached a place where I thought, like, let me turn. So I indicated to go to the side of the road so that this truck can pass, and then I can make a U-turn and go back to where I was coming from. You see the dirt on my window here? Yeah, that's the dirt. See? All the way. It's dirt. It's dirty. See, it's from outside. I need to tell them to come and clean it. It's from outside. Yeah. It's dirty. Yes. When the place doesn't belong to you, I can't just run out there and clean it. No, it's not my place. It's the hospital property. So anyway, yes. We'll clean it. Sunday I'll go out there and clean it slowly on my day off instead of driving out there and get arrested. Yes. So anyway, where was I? So I went to the side of the road, right? And then this truck came and passed me, and it passed me looking at me and myself too. I'm like, excuse me, I'm not illegal here. I know what I'm doing. I'm just enjoying the scenery. So he passed me, and when he passed me, there was no cars coming around. So I made an immediate U-turn and I drove back. Sorry for the noise. There is a chopper going up there. Yeah, it's a chopper. We pray for those people. It's a chopper transporting a patient to another facility. So we're praying for them that God may heal them. Anyway, so so now I made a quick U-turn and I'm back driving my slow 40, right? So this truck now must have pitched another one that, oh yes, it's true that this African American is here, is up to something, because she just made a U-turn and she's coming that way. So now I drove and enjoyed my scenery. Like when you look at the nature and you get so connected to the nature, you forget what was happening, right? So I'm driving and just my radio was singing a song, a Christian song. Of course, I listen to K-Love. That's my favorite. And this song was singing, as long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. So I was singing along this song, and I was getting so connected with the nature and myself. It's my only time, right? So I'm singing, as long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. So I was so being carried away to the spiritual. Life is spiritual. So I was enjoying myself, and I already forgot, like, I was being suspicious to some other people out there. Anyway, like something just made me just look back, the back mirror, and oh my goodness, you don't know. My heart rate was, I think it was so rested. I was at 60, 62 there. I'm yet to check my watch and see where I was. I was doing great, like you're so connected with God and you're so peaceful. And all of a sudden I felt this jump, pop. You know what? red and blue lights behind me. Red, blue lights. I don't get along with that thing. And I'm sure nobody gets along with those lights. Here, you know what I mean. Like, my heart rate went all the way to 139. And my watch just alarmed me like, your heart rate is so high. It was so high, yes, because the red and blue lights. Five trucks coming behind me and just going. Oh, that's the time that, if there's anything else I can let go, it's my life. I hate it. I hate those lights. I hate the ambulance siren. I hate the police siren. And I hate the red and blue lights. I don't get along with those. For real. Do anything else to me. Show me a gun. Show me a knife. But the red and blue lights? No. Not me. No. So, as soon as I saw these lights, I knew it was me. So I stepped on the brake pedal, put on the hazard, and just tried to calm myself down. But, the tears were just coming down this way. And I'm like, what the heck? What did I do? This is in the middle of the road, I didn't even get a chance to go to the side of the road, like to stop on the side of there's nowhere. It was just a wash on the side, and I'm like, I can't stop on the wash. I will just flip over with this car. So I stopped in the middle of the road, regardless, because they were in the middle of the road too. Hey, what do I do? And at that point, I tried to calm myself down. The radio is still singing, as long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. As long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. Then it just came to my mind, like, I'm breathing and I didn't do anything wrong. So I calmed myself down. I'm sure my heart rate came from 139 to just 132 there. So I'm looking through the back there and I'm reminding myself, don't move your arms. They can draw guns right away and they can finish you. So I just sat still there. And at this point, I feel like I should turn off the radio, but I don't want to move my hands, I don't want to move my hands. But I see the tears rolling down the side of my eyes. And I'm like, oh God, I'm dead. So this young man comes around and he's like, so I put down the window. No, my window was down. Remember, I was enjoying the scenery. My window was down. So he comes to my window and he's like, hello, ma'am. I say, hi. And I hear I'm trying to calm myself so bad and my tears is coming down this way. He's coming down. He was such a young man. I think he's almost the age of my son for sure. He was little. He was a young man. So, ma'am, what are you out here doing? So I looked at him straight on his eyes. Thank God I had sunglasses on. And, sunglasses makes me look so brave. So I looked at him straight and I said, I'm enjoying my day off. Seriously, I was enjoying my day off. Am I lying? No, I was enjoying my day off. I'm enjoying my day off. And it's like, and can I have your driver's license? I say, sure. Here I have gathered all the courage and I've reminded myself, like, I am not in the wrong. Do you sometimes remind yourself like you're not in the wrong? That's the point that you should, at that moment is that it came to me like, I am not in the wrong. I didn't kill anybody. I didn't steal. I didn't curse. I'm just here enjoying the scenery. Well, if I'm on the wrong, you will tell me. So anyway, I took my driver's license and I gave it to him. And he's like, do you live out here or do you live in Florida? I say, no. I answer like both. It's the truth, guys. Both. I stay here and I live in Florida. Frame your question well. No, I was not being a bad girl. That's just something that came to me. And he's like, okay, give me a few minutes. Then he goes back there. And the other guys now are out of their trucks and they are looking around, like I'm thinking they thought I had somebody in the trunk or I had some. I'm thinking. And they had a dog too. K9. Another thing here is what? Drugs. They had a dog, so the dog had surrounded circumference my vehicle, and there's nothing. So anyway, so I sat there and I'm looking through my rear mirror, and I see them talking and running my driver's license, my tag, and I'm peaceful now here. I think my heart rate now it come to 70 or something. My tears had stopped rolling down because I had reminded myself at that point, like, I am not in the wrong, you know? Remind yourself sometimes, like, you're not in the wrong. As long as you know, because we know our conscience. You know your conscience when you are in the wrong, and you know when you are not. So once in a while, guys, we got to remind ourselves. So when I reminded myself, like, I am not in the wrong, let them do what they are doing, and then they'll come back to me and I'll tell them I'm not in the wrong. And I was so peaceful at that point. And still, the song kept going. This was, it took me almost like 6 minutes with these guys, but it lasted, it felt like it lasted like 15 minutes, but I think it was only 6 minutes. The song kept going, as long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. Do you sometimes think like that? Like, as long as you're breathing, we will worship the Lord. That was the song that came at the right time. So I had calmed myself down, and he comes back. Now, because I was in the middle of the road and the vehicles are moving back and forth, he came to the passenger side. And he came to the passenger side and be like, so my passenger window was closed because I was scared of their K9. My driver's window was open. So I put down the window, and he's like, ma'am, can you move forward a little bit there and park because you're in the middle of the road? And thank you, Jesus. Thank you for the Holy Spirit, because at that point I felt like, young man. So this was the moment now that I took, and I was like, I'm ending this. So I said to him, am I in trouble? Am I in trouble? And he looked at me and he was like, not really, but I waited for him to say, but I say, hey, I know, I am not. And he looked at me and I say, I am a travel, and I'm out here enjoying my day off. It was my day off. Is it wrong for me to drive around here? And it's like, we can cite you for trespassing the res and whatever. And I said, I am a travel, and I walk at the emergency room and, oh, ma'am, okay. So the guy was just like broken. He went back to the guys. They turned off their blue, red lights. And then he came, brought my driver's license, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. But, we thought you were one of those people. He was telling me what, things that happen. But I was not doing that. I was just enjoying the scenery. I was only enjoying the beauty of God. It was a day that I was just connecting with nature. But then, what did I learn? I learned that as long as I am breathing, I will worship you. I learned to remain calm. My heart rate was 139, but I brought it down myself because I reminded myself I am not in the wrong. Yeah, I reminded myself I'm not in the wrong. But thank God. Thank God for the gift of peace. When you know God, you have peace in you. Yes, thank God for peace. Peace that surpasses human understanding. I reminded myself that I am not in the wrong. I'm just enjoying the scenery. But if you don't want me to be driving here, no more. All I do is drive the highway straight to the airport, to Florida, and drive my Florida around. No more of this. Yes, no more. No more, no more. As long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. It was such a beautiful day. Almost got messed up. But I drove back straight to this house I am in right now. And I said, what do I do next? I ate my avocado. I made my green juice smoothie and I drank it. I have my water and I'm continue to sing. I will continue to sing as long as I am breathing. I will always worship you. Do you know how many times we take for granted the gift of breathing, the breath? Do you know how many times we take it for granted? God forgive us and God help us to remember that we are blessed. We are more than blessed. I am blessed. I am a child of God. Yes. So that was my story today, guys. I love you. Please subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And look, outside is sunny and beautiful. Yes, it's my day off and I'm sitting here enjoying what God has blessed me with. Have a wonderful day, guys. God bless you. See you again. Share, tell a friend to tell a friend, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to this channel and you will get to hear more stories of this African rural girl telling you the stories of the day. I love you. God bless you. Tarsi. Thank you.